Okay Sega, I know you're wanting a new Sonic game, so we've been brainstorming ideas of how we can make this 20-year-old franchise one of the best franchises ever. We were thinking a new character might work. People really seem to like Shadow the Hedgehog, so we thought maybe a 2-player co-op game with Sonic and Shadow, you know? That might get people really excited. We also had ideas about maybe an Eggman origin story. We think we could... Yes, a question? What if it was just Breath of the Wild? I like where you're going with this. Make the greatest game of the whole franchise, like Breath of the Wild was for Legend of Zelda. No. Just make it exactly like Breath of the Wild. I don't know, doesn't that kind of seem lazy? Pokemon did it, Kirby did it. You're right, who needs to think of an original idea when you could just copy someone else's success? Hey everybody, as you probably guessed by that intro, we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. With yet another game hitting the store shelves this Christmas, I can't help but think about how far it's come and where it is now. A lot of new ideas and concept that's centered around one thing: going fast. Except when you're met by a glitch that forces you to die. At this point, it seems like a simple premise isn't enough for gamers. More gimmicks and plot is needed to keep our interest. But how does the very first Sonic game hold up now? I'm sure it was great at the time, but if I were to pick it up and play it right now, is it still good? Well, the first game dates back to 1991. Sega wanted to have a mascot to go head-to-head with their biggest competitor, Nintendo. Sega's initial concepts were simple. They wanted the mascot's new game to be fast and attack by curling into a ball. They focused on animals, and the most popular choice was Sonic, a sassy blue hedgehog with a need for speed. Now they had someone to go up against the mustachioed plumber, Sega's main drive was to make a game faster than Super Mario Bros. Yuji Naka was a fan of Super Mario, but wanted something faster and more action-packed. He also wanted a game that could be played by experts and casual gamers alike, and would be enjoyable to play years later. So a game and a mascot fueled by rivalry and a desire to be better than the most successful game of the 80s? That's a tall order if you ask me. So what's the plot of this game? What's the point? Well, if you read the manual the game came with, because there's not a whiff of plot through the actual game, you'll learn that Dr. Robotnik has been trapping animals and turning them into evil robots. The nerve. You must save the little critters and stop Robotnik's ultimate plan to harness the power of the 6 Chaos Emeralds. What, really? Only 6? Yeah, there were only 6 Chaos Emeralds to begin with, but you get the idea. He's bad, you gotta stop him from doing whatever the bad thing is. Pretty standard stuff here, but why should that stop me from having fun? As long as the gameplay is good. Sonic the Hedgehog consisted of 19 stages. You race through 2 stages, and the third being a boss fight, and move on to a new colourful world. If you've played any Sonic game, you're probably used to the concept. This game was a fast-paced side-scroller, so simple to play you only need 2 buttons. But there are multiple routes you can take that might be faster or get you more points. The more points you got from rings, defeating enemies or finishing the stage quicker would give you an overall score when you completed the game. That's right, when you complete it. No record per stage, you would keep your score throughout, so if you lose all your lives, all those points are gone too. Back to Green Hill Zone you go to try and rack up the points you had before. Wait, Green Hill Zone? No, I died on stage 2 of Labyrinth Zone. Why doesn't it start me back at Labyrinth Zone stage 1? Yeah, you can't save your progress. Back in the day, saving a game wasn't as simple as it is now. A game cartridge would be made of a chip or 2 chips and would only contain sprites, images, music, and data for the game. For a game to have the ability to save, the cartridge would require a battery and another chip that could store the data and be overwritten. These were costly at the time, so it was quite typical not to be able to save a game. Long story short, completing this game from start to finish? Hard. So make sure you take a note of the score in your manual, because this game sure isn't going to remember your personal best. The thing to remember is that 1991 isn't far off from the introduction of home video game consoles, and therefore a lot of early home consoles were inspired by arcades. Sonic the Hedgehog had an arcade vibe. Start the game straight away, see how far you can get before you die, and when you do, put in another coin and try again. For the time, this was probably well accepted. It's only now that we go back and the fact that you can't save seems outrageous. There was less of an expectation to actually complete the game. That accolade was reserved for pro gamers. Playing it now, I found it infuriating.
Oh my word.
I want to play a game and complete it, but Sonic wasn't about that really. It was about having fun.
I hate this.
Going fast and creating your own challenges. How fast can you clear Green Hill Zone? Can you find the hidden Chaos Emeralds? Just simple fun.
Oh my god. No! Oh, I'm so mad. This is just great. This is so fun.
This game was the first of the franchise, so it's fair to say it wasn't perfect. For a game that's all about going fast, it sure did punish you when you did. You'd run so fast you'd run right into a hazard that you would have no way of spotting because of how fast you were going. I just want to go fast, but whenever I do, I feel like I pay the price. A simple error was no invincibility buffer when you get hit. If you hit an enemy, you lose all your rings and jump back, get hit again and you lose a life. But there'd be times you'd hit an enemy and be launched straight into spikes. Most games would have a few seconds where you couldn't take damage after being hit. Another big issue was when moving up and down, particularly on a platform. You would reach the top of the screen before seeing a wall of spikes. Whenever you're in a space that is smaller than Sonic, you die from being crushed. Fair enough. But here, I didn't know about the ceiling or the spikes because the screen didn't show me. A lot of this game was trial and error. You learn what not to do a lot and have to remember next time you go there, which seems quite brutal when you only have so many lives before you get the game over screen. You had to be careful. It really felt like death was around every corner and it gave me serious paranoia. Knowing if I let my guard down even slightly, I would make a mistake that made me fall to my death or jump into something I shouldn't have. At the time, Sonic the Hedgehog was a huge success. Best sold game of 1991, outselling Super Mario. Critics gave it high praise and called it Sega's answer to Mario. So Yuji Naka did what he set out to do, and now a true rivalry can begin. But don't worry, they're friends now, and they play table tennis together. They get on, most of the time. We said how some of the issues weren't as bad at the time, and you hear a lot of people defend games and say, yeah, but for the time, it was groundbreaking. And we're not disputing that, it clearly was. But is it still good to play now? The simple answer is yes. This is a fun, casual game that you can pick up, play for a few hours, and feel pretty satisfied. The game is designed to be completed within a few hours, which is just as well because you can't save. But part of that is what made the game so good. There isn't a long story to play, so you just go from one course to the next trying to beat your fastest time. The simplicity of only using 2 buttons to play was great. The game brings in casual gamers and expert gamers. I'll admit, the game can be hard, and it feels like it's unfair at points. But overall, this game holds up. I know you're not able to save, but trust me, it's really not that. Are you kidding me? So if you're wondering about playing the original Sonic the Hedgehog game before playing Sonic Frontiers, I'd say go for it. My advice is, just don't do it for a Let's Play.
Oh, are you serious? Oh my gosh. I'm just getting really mad and pepped up now, so that's fun. I'm not doing this again. Nothing nice can be said about this game because it is garbage.
Yeah. Hope you all found this video fun and interesting. I'm pretty psyched for Sonic Frontiers, and having played the original recently, I thought it would be an interesting topic to talk about for those of you who are wanting to try some of the classics. Check out my Let's Play of this game and enjoy me slowly losing my mind. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel as well if you want to see more. What game should I do next? Let me know and I'll see about doing a video for it maybe. See you guys next time. Bye bye!